What's going on, YouTube? I wanted to come on really quick just to make a small little video about just the epiphany that I've had with it being attached to understanding that I've already had. I did a video not too long ago about this movie that talks about this implant that allows people to see what you see and hear what you hear. And I've known for a very long time, for about 4 years, that I've had this implant, and people are actually watching my every move. It's basically like a reality TV show. It's being live streamed, I think, all over the world to these people who are elite, and also to the people who are in the military, the police, any type of like government agency. And also just a few civilians, people who are in these covenants and cults, are able to view and watch and even sometimes participate in the fact that I'm being drugged and sexually assaulted. What I've come to understand, what I've been screaming about for a while now, the people that are on YouTube pretending to be targets. And you might wonder, like, what's so dangerous about, them pretending to be when they're not targets? It's dangerous because it's the equivalent of those who are outside being gang stalkers and doing the gang stalker stuff that they're doing, which is illegal and it's dangerous. I feel like we should be in that mindset, viewing and seeing what happened to Wayne Daniels, here recently. That these people they're sick, and they're not playing games with you. They're actually trying to take your life. And if they can't use you for sex trafficking, if they can't use you for something that brings them revenue, then they're trying to take your life. And, I find it so weird that, I've been going through the sex trafficking thing for about 12 years here. And I've been on YouTube since 2017. And, all these people who, have these platforms, these targets now I'm talking about, have these platforms and are always screaming about us coming together and we need to unify, we need to work together. Every time I go on and comment to one of their channels, they never respond to me. And I'll tell them, I've been sex trafficked, I'm being sex trafficked, I'm going through this, and this. And they never say, oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. How's that happening to you? What's going on? Do you want to talk? Not once. Not once. And I used to think it was because, my videos are shadow banned, my channel shadow banned. And it is. But I just think it's so crazy that through my experiment of reaching out to people, the ones that are always talking about we need to unify, we need to come together, and I'm telling them my story in my comments, and they never respond like, oh my God, what's happening to you? Let's talk, let's come together. But they don't ever want to be accused of being a gang stalker. Now, let's just say that you weren't even going through being gang stalked, and you hear about somebody going through and suffering through, what I'm going through. Where's the humanity? You know what I'm saying? It's not a coincidence, and it's not an accident that these people have no compassion for what's happening to you, because they already know. And they're more interested in trying to recruit those who have not been linked up and caught up in this sex trafficking business. So that's who they're trying to solicit. They solicited with the lives and, oh, let's go live, let's unify, let's get together. Because, again, think about it. If that was really your mindset, You want to unify, you want to come together, and you also claim that you've been, possibly sex trafficked, and you think you're being targeted for that, and you're scared. If you're really scared, and then you hear about another woman going through the same thing, but you don't reach out, you don't even inquire about what's happened to her. You don't even inquire if she's safe, if she's okay. You don't say, is there anything I can do to help? You don't even, there's no interest whatsoever. You don't think that's weird? You don't think that's suspicious? And like I said, I'm only targeting, if you will, those who come on talking about we need to get together, we need to unify, we need to come together. So when you say that, are you talking about specific people? Do you already have in mind who you want to come together? Or are you talking about everybody? People who are just being targeted? Because what I've gathered and what I've seen just through my experience is that it has to be specific. You're obviously looking for specific people, because I feel like I'm a perfect candidate. And also on top of that, I've been talking about, we need to come together as well. I used to. I don't do it anymore. And that's not where my head is anymore, because I know what's going on YouTube. And the reason why these people treat me the way they treat me, where there's no regard, there's no compassion, there's no, let me help you or let me try to do for you, being that you're in this dire situation, is because these people are in two categories, like I've said all along. They are gang stalkers, and the ones that fall in that second category, they are people who are being controlled by the gang stalkers. I've been going to a couple of these lives, these people conducting these lives, and you can just see it. You can see how they're preying on people that they feel like are vulnerable, that they're trying to solicit for this sex trafficking. I can see it clear as day. These individuals, they already have the precursors. They already have these certain qualities and qualifications that will put them in a good predicament to be preyed upon. And those are the ones they try to get close to. They try to befriend. They try to get, this whole routine of grooming going. And like I said before, I realize that my channel is shadow banned for the most part. But I also realize that I have 19 subscribers who never talk to me. They never make comments. They never interact with me. They just sit back and watch my shows. My videos. They never offer help. They just never say anything. But yet you're subscribed. Why would you want to be subscribed to a channel and just do that? And then another thing that I've noticed, because I've been kind of silenced on YouTube, I've been kind of silenced in this area, I noticed a lot of people are stealing my ideas. A lot of people are stealing my vernacular. A lot of people are stealing, my testimony. And trying to use it and pawn it off as their own. And I saw something really, really, really weird that I'll speak on not too long from now. But there's some really shady shit going on YouTube. Really shady. And it's mind-boggling to me. It was how people are not catching on. But the reason why people aren't catching on is because, like I've been saying, there's only about 1% of real targeted individuals on YouTube. And the rest of these people are agents, gang stalkers, and sick sex trafficking pimps. And what I've understood just by taking the time to do some research the last couple of days, it really doesn't even matter if a person started out years ago on YouTube. Because when this whole phenomenon started, they had people lining up and jumping on YouTube trying to ring people in. Trying to ring people in for this sex trafficking. Ringing in their victims. Just like, the phenomenon with, these companies on the sly doing this selling of people on their channels and on their websites, as if they're selling product. I did a video on this on the wafer thing 2 years ago, that I guess nobody's seen because, it was shadow banned. But now all of a sudden people are making videos about it. And like I said, I'm not saying that you can't be awakened and enlightened and see certain things you want to talk about, because that does happen. But along with the other things that are just too funny, too suspicious to me, I find it very strange. And it's weird because, like, I see how long this video is. I don't want to make it too long. So I'll make a part 2.